Do a little repairing. Nothing critical was damaged. So as long as that happens, the repairs will also be fairly cheap. If we start to lose equipment, it's going to get expensive and eat up a lot of our spare equipment.
Your target? The enemy assault lance. Assist your artillery in intercepting and destroying these Draconis assault mechs.
We can't engage assault mech. That just isn't happening. Even if we survive, we're gonna take so much damage and probably even lose a wingman or a landsmith. So yeah. Alright, let's keep the streak going. We've located a full lance of Draconis assault mechs and some recon mechs on their way from Proserpina capital to a firebase. We placed an artillery unit on a foothill overlooking the assault lance's march path, but a sandstorm has completely obscured their path and location. We're not quite sure where they are, so you have to go into the storm, fight them, and keep them occupied so the artillery unit can do its job. Yeah. Mission pay bounty only. Defend the artillery platoon throughout the mission. Search for the Draconis heavy lance. Assist the artillery in destroying the Draconis lance. What I'm guessing is we'll do is we'll mainly engage scouts, and once the heavy lance becomes available, the artillery platoon will handle them. Our firepower isn't enough to take on a heavy lance. No way. I've become some kind of hero to the mutineers. I still have the best food and the most water and the best living conditions of any warrior in the resistance. Still, I could wish for more. I'm rationed on water and now on food too. I share a room with two other soldiers, both lieutenants. Both of them talk about ending the war and going back to their wives and families in peace. Seems more likely that even if the Federation Commonwealth accepts Proserpina, the fighting will just keep going. This planet is right in the path of this war, and it won't see peace until it's over. There's a chance this could be my last entry. Some say that Harris's plan is bold, but I call it reckless. The mutineers have committed 3 heavy artillery tanks to this mission, but the tanks can't move and fire at the same time. They're defenseless at close range against fast-moving mechs, and I'm going to be their only support against an entire heavy lance. They're calling this an attack, but it's more like suicide. I'd give anything to be back on Arctic, so I'm guessing we'll defend them against light mechs while at the same time have them destroy the heavy lance.
Select game.
Saving here. If we have to redo, we can just relaunch.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Find us that Draconis Assault Group Raider 1, and we'll do the rest. It's going down.
Die.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Yes! It's going down.
I'm trying to getting rid of this as quickly as possible. That's why I'm not doing a lot of evading.
Internal heat at 700 Kelvin. Enemy mech destroyed.
Yes!
Head north, find the enemy lands. So we're heading north, and I'm just... Oh, there it is.
We have a lock, Raider 1. Keep them in range of our guns and keep your head down. All units, Fire at will.
Ooh. I don't intend to fire on them unless I have to. Heavy lance will eat us alive. I'm not quite sure. How are we supposed to keep them in range? What do they expect us to do? Watch it. Let's do this.
Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy mech destroyed. Internal heat at 700 Kelvin.
And the artillery is still firing through. I don't want to give the wingman orders.
Enemy mech destroyed.
It's going down.
Enemy mech destroyed. Mission successful.
Okay. Well done, troops. We took out the Draconis mechs and we sent out a message to the people of Proserpina that we can kick the Combine off our planet. All we need is skill, courage and a good dose of luck. The news of our victory spread fast and inspired the rest of the mutineers. Salt flat fire bases have almost been destroyed with heavy Cretan losses. It got pretty brutal over there. Some of the warriors inside the fire bases kept holding out for reinforcements and we had to kill them almost to a man. Now, 6 confirmed kills, so 350,000 still. It'll definitely cover all our expenses. Ooh, and we got 1 medium laser and 1 short range mission 4. So spare parts for ourselves that we can actually use. Very nice. Don't let the door hit you in the hay. Proserpina's citizens began celebrating today as the Draconis Combine governorship began moving off planet. The Draconis High Command withdrew their secondary support personnel from Proserpina capital today. Over 600 Cretan government officials and bureaucrats left on a military dropship early this afternoon, and 200 more are expected to leave tomorrow. Draconis Combine media liaisons are no longer available for comment, and Tyson Michaels refused to speak to the press today from his office at Draconis headquarters. After years of warfare, the people of Proserpina finally appear to be free of the Combine's despotic presence, thanks to the brave men and women of the free Proserpina mutineers. The battle, however, may not be over yet. Draconis Combine MS Infantry are busy fortifying Proserpina capital against an attack from the south. Draconis units have been trickling into the city all day. Scattered reports indicate that the rebels are preparing to mount a general offensive against DCMS across the entire planet, focusing on recapturing Proserpina capital with a minimum of civilian bloodshed. DCMS, however, seems eager to take out their frustration on the defenseless. Reports of violence against Proserpina civilians continue. Several bodies have been discovered at the edge of Proserpina capital, massacred by Draconis soldiers. Mutineer Commander Elijah Harris warned citizens to avoid the DCMS and stated that by week's end we'll be marching into Proserpina capital. We anxiously await his triumphant return, when he and the heroic mercenary unit that made our liberation possible will receive the hero's welcome they deserve. So I guess the next mission will probably be our last one, taking control of Proserpina.